Can you hear me now? Hello?
Yes.
Okay, let me make sure you're there. We start on page base, and we're going to make a review of the of what we've learned so far. There's some interesting things now. Are we ending at the same time today?
Yes.
Okay. Rebbe Shimon also lech v'arak v'mad b'delot v'is geniz b'chad ma'artach b'kuv v'Rebbe Elazar b'rei it's rachish snisal nafek lahom chad charov chad mayndach demaya also b'hachach charov v'shasib b'hachach maya v'havach liyachu zachal l'tov asach lahom b'chol yom trei zimnei v'olif lon v'lo yada inish b'hu the Zohar Chodesh. This came from I guess he's saying the Chodesh in Parshas Tavo, cause of Sham. So it says, "V'zecha iskri TIKUNEI Zohar the Eden Shivin Anfin L'Oraisa, L'Afresh Rebbe Shimon Bar Yochai B'Midas Bereshis L'Sisrei Oraisa." Then he says, "Akum Rebbe Shimon." After I guess Rebbe that Eliyahu was talking to him, Kum Rebbe Shimon after V'Midik Meshkinta. Pasiv v'amer v'hamaskilim yazchira kazor rakia v'gover v'hamaskilim. What is that? Elon Rebbe Shimon v'havria yazchira shine kad is kanshol le'me'eved chai chibura reshus isyihid lon Eliyahu imahom v'l'kol nishbasin the mesiftach of the desatach benayhu v'l'kol malachayga be'is Beskasi ba'orach seichel. Now that's interesting. He said ba'orach seichel. Ve'ilas al kula yehiv rishus the kol shmachon kadeshan so rishus and the kol chavyan the kol kanuya the galol lon razach demirin kol shem b'darga delay rishus yehiv la'ases sphere and the galol lon v'razin demirin the lo is yehiv rishus the galol lon ad the yese dar the malka mashiach. And it says Chazarah, what's that? The who will call Goblin. V'chad Tamir Begon is a Zohar Bakir B'Shchakim. Zohar Zarek Nitzutzim Umavke Gavara La'inen. Zohar Zohir Chivor B'Kasihara. Zohar Zohir Tzum Kama'adim. Zohar Mavke Klil Yeroka B'Kahama, Zohar Yarag Kohav, Zohar Kolil Kivar V'Sumak, Zohar Zohir L'Kol Aver, Command D'Macha B'Patish, V'Zarek Shvivim L'Kol Sitra, Hachi Mahai Zohar V'Zaharim Kama Nishbasim De'inin Zahare Kula B'Rakiyin, Zaharin Kulam B'Rakiya. He says, "Adainol yaskira gazohar rakia." My rakia, the now ragabebenish missing the maskilin back to maskilin the kochovaya barakia, chochi naharim bakorsia, v'kulhu parchem min rakia, v'dachad tzaddik. So he said rakia is the yisod. V'dachad tzaddik chai olam the minei parchem nishbasin the tzaddikim the tzaddikaya v'naharam basik rachov alei kasiv, and that is written v'yitain osam elokim b'rakia hashemayim l'hoyer al haaretz v'ihu rakia de'ihu le'el mechevavan chadachu deksiv mima'al l'rakia asher ba'al rosham v'hafok rakia v'tishkach le, that it comes to the word ikar v'soda the merkavda the alei kaimin haven v'kursia the merkavda law v'alei itmer v'tzadik yisad oilam al tzadik de la'ela kaima alma. On the upper tzadik, that's where the world is. We're almost to the place where we're at now. The iskasia al tzadik the lasata kaima alma the isgalia behind it's mitzadiki rabin. So then he asks Malchut tzadiki the alma talion. So what is this? From that tzadika the alma talion. So then he says in the previous pasuk it had the word arabim. So my harabim. This is where we're at right now, and we're going to switch down to the Pirush Rahut. Skip some of it because he repeats. So it says my harabim. So he said Elon the Ismar Alaihu Halacha Ravim. This is a phrase that we see in many places. So Elul, so he said Halacha the Rabbi Bavar Lama Haim. Why are they calling that? Why are they called by that name? The Inun Misitra de Avahon, because they're coming from the side of our fathers. That's Avraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov. The lace Rabim Pachos Mitlas. So always when you say Rabim, it has to be at least three. Then it says V'chekinu Halacha the Rabim Dashchenta. So what does that mean? And let's look over here. The first thing is a nice little piece here, number Aleph. Are we doing time-wise? Okay, number Aleph. Let's go on number Aleph because this beer has Biuria Zohar has got some nice stuff in it. And let's find number Aleph. It's down at the bottom of the first column on page Yud Gimel. So it says, My Harabim. What does it mean by Harabim? Elin de Itmar Alayhu Halacha Karabim. So he says, Pirish Rabim, Flossakoi, Al Chesed, Gevur Teferis. Of course, those are the fathers, the three lines. Shehem Dargim de Avaham, which are the levels that we call the fathers. V'lechein Amra Chazal, Yochid V'Rabim, Halacha Karabim. So what does he mean? Pirish, Kolomar, Kolomar, Yachid refers to the Yesod. For Rabim is the Chagat. So let's go to the Yesod is down at the bottom, which is part of the Nai. So he says, but it says when he says that's the Yachid is Yesod, and the Rabim is Chagat. Shenim Shachim Oras Chagat li Yesod. So that's the idea over here. Amen Yesod the Malchus, and from there to Malchus Shenikras Halacha. She is called by the name Halacha. So that's all Malchus, Osius, Hakala, Kanoida, which is the same word as Hakala. So just going over that one more time, he said that you had a concept of the Yochid is Yesod. The Rabbim refers to Chagat because it's three. Shenim Shachim Oras Chagat the Yesod, and the Yesod the Malchus Shenikbas Halacha. This is a new idea that Halacha, for me, anyway, is Osius Hakala Kanoida, which is Malchus. V'azal Yedei Kain, so now by this shining that we're talking about, Kain Halacha Shehi Shkinta, Deihi Malchus Tihiyeh Karabim, so that which is Malchus will be like, because she's have all this flow coming into her, Shenis'ala Sheta'ala Noy Hashpoa Zu L'Chagat. So what she's doing is, women, let's see like this. I was thinking he was talking about the Chagat is shining into the Malchus, which he mentioned. The Ihi Malchus Tihiyeh Karabim, she would become like them as a result of that. As a result of that, she gets an Elias of the Noiv Hashpoa Zu L'Chagat. Shenikroim Rabim. So what does she say? So that she should be able to return that. I think that's what he mentioned. To Allah, Noi Hashvo Zu L'Chagat Shenikroim Rabim. Shetikadar V'Tihi Episode Bas Sheva. Now that word and those ideas, I'm not sure I'm familiar with it. V'Oz Yihi Zivug, and as a result of that, that is a zivug. Now I'm not sure that exactly what he said because it sounded like it was coming into Malchus. Then it sounds like he's saying that Malchus, on the other hand, turns back this and tries to and joins together with the Chagat, and that is Lashon Yichud. Now there's another one over here too. Let's see. There's a lot of site references over here. Let me see. Where did I see number bet? I know I'm reading number bet. Oh, maybe not. Let's see. Number bet. Hard for me to find the places on this. Here's bet. Okay, so okay, the bet is contained in the paragraph. It's the second to last line. So it says, he says, Nikroya Rabim, the list Rabim Pachos Mitlas. Okay, that just want to get that idea in there, and we'll go over in the time that's remaining this number bet on page Yud Gimel once again. So let's get down and see where we can see it, how well we can see it. So he said the list Rabin Pachot Mitlas. Eilahas Palas Tefillas Shabalachash B'Kol Ram Ki Balachash. So what is this? Tefillas Balachash, you shouldn't say it with a loud voice, but you have to say it in a whisper. Aner Ma'amim Yaakov Arachel Benetzav Achod Dezer Anpin. So at the time when you're doing the Tefillah B'Lachash, what you're actually doing here is working with Yaakov and Rachel. Rachel and Yochel, which are on the Netzach and Chod, but Chazarah on the Rotza Aloso Yosa Lamala. So, but when you come to Chazarah, though, and this is why, like you have, like at synagogues, you have people that come and they want to, especially the Chassidim, they want to start collecting money, or doing in between Chazarah shots, and he's telling you what's going on over here because it's a higher level. If a Chazarah ana rotzin loso yosa lamala ad chesed ugavura. So what we want to do is want to raise them up. That's what we want to do. That's what happens. Yaakov b'chesed, and Rak Yaakov moves on the right line from Netzach to Chesed v'Rachel b'gavura. V'daki b'hiyosam v'Netzach v'Hod. When you see them in that position where they're in Yadzach Zanod, Shesham Achizas Aklipos. Now, when you're down low, then this is a place where you're in danger of the nature of the klipos, so you're working with that. So therefore you have to make tefillah in a whisper. So you shouldn't wake up the chitzonim, so that's the reason he gives the pshat and why we whisper. But when you come to the Chazarah, and so that's, as he's telling you, this is extremely important to be able to answer Amen Ken Yiratzon, or not Baruch Hu Baruch Shemo. That's it. When you come back to the Chazarah, Oz Olim Bechesed Gevura Teferes Ein Pacha, then you're not worried about it then, because you're moving up. L'chein Oz, or not as much as any rate. L'chein Oz Amida B'Kol Ram. So therefore, the Mida, or the Chazaras of the Mida, which be allowed. Okay. Yeah, okay, it's a nice little piece. I'm going to finish this piece, and for the sake of this, the audience of Malachim that are listening to us, and he says, "L'chein az amida b'kol ram." Then the amida could be said out loud. V'zecha v'tam she'ein chazaras amida b'rabba. And that's the reason why you only have a chazara. It's a very interesting thing about davening by yourself or davening with the tzibur. When you're davening with the tzibur, then you get the possibility of a chazarah shots, and as a result of that, you rising up to a higher level, the level of chagat. The fi shehem chesed gevura teferes, because they're chesed gevura teferes. Ki ein rabim pacha b'shlosha. So you have to have at least three that is going up to the avos. V'zecha v'sod ma shechazra amida v'shechazaras amida enu ala b'rabim is only in a place where there is a multitude. We have to have a minyan. Kavar yudata ma she'amrel b'zoyer v'gemora the ein rabim pachos mishlosh. There is no rabim less than tlas. He said Aramaic for shlosh. V'heim sod tlas avachan chesed gevura teferes. Asher Sham Olim Yaakov Rachel Bechazaras Amida. That's where it goes up to that level, and that's the shir for today in the TIKUNEI Zohar.